Last time out, we won the league and entered the Hall of Fame, where we discovered that our Champions League lift with Chelsea got taken away from us. Now I'm even more determined to win the Champions League with West Ham, but guess who's standing our way? That's right, you guessed it, Chelsea in a semi-final, 2 legs against our old club, and I am absolutely chomping at the bit to get to this Champions League final. Just the one game to tell you about since you was last with us, a 6-0 thrashing of Norwich. Rafael with a hat-trick, Leonardo got 2, Mo Salah got himself 1, and that's perfect preparation to host Chelsea. And the 11 that are going to look to do that, the back 5, I don't even need to introduce, it's fairly standard. The one change from the Arsenal game is Scott comes in as a ball-winning midfielder, and Skamaka comes in, Big Lane Gianluca comes in up front in place of Marcus Leonardo, who's had a lot of football recently, so we're taking this opportunity to give Skamaka a go in this massive game for this West Ham side. Consecutive Champions League semi-finals. Last year, we missed out on probably an even better chance to win the tournament when we bowed out 1-0 over the 2 legs to Bayern Munich. But this year, we've strengthened. We've got the likes of Bellingham in this team, Kua in at left back, Rafael in on loan. You know, he's only got a few games left to play for the club. Mo Salah on the bench, ready to come on and potentially sign off his career. I think he's got a couple of seasons left in him, but he won't get many better opportunities to win another Champions League than this. We have robbed the ball in the midfield. Skamaka has got himself in. Oh, what a finish from the big lad. That is unreal, Gianluca. You cannot do that. I mean, look at this. From here, if you're Chelsea, you're thinking, have the ball out on the right all day long, Gianluca. Even there, you're thinking, yep. And he chests it down. And I'm thinking Van Basten. I'm thinking Kasami from Fulham. That is right up there with one of the best goals you're ever going to see. And that puts us 1-0 up again. We've robbed the ball in the midfield. Look at us trying to spring. Jude Bellingham powering through the midfield, trying to go past, I think that's Tchouaméni, who is his teammate in real life now. Bellanova, I thought he was going to nick us a penalty there. Jared Bowen loops up. Kim gets up. Bellanova, look at this. Paqueta. Other than that rebound off the post, we've been first to absolutely everything. But as it stands, it's still only 1-0. And we saw in the last episode that Chelsea, they went right down. They were behind to PSG right up to the 94th minute. And Skamaka, he's not going to rest on his laurels. He's not going to leave it just 1-0. I feel like it's been a while on an episode since Gianluca Skamaka has actually turned up and performed and scored a few goals. He was obviously just saving them for the biggest of big occasions, and that is 2 in 25 minutes in this first leg. Chelsea are floundering, their hands are in the air, they don't know what's hit them. I do know who hit that. That was Gavi, our wonder boy from season 1. I think we signed Gavi, but he can't get his free kick on target. So, oh my goodness gracious me, the guy has only gone and scored a hat-trick. Get a statue of this man and put it front and centre. Name a stand after him. Name the ground after. Do something. This guy has been immense for us. He scored untold amount of massive goals. He scored in he scored in finals for us. He scored hat-tricks for us. Now he's got a hat-trick in a semi-final against a Chelsea team that are just stacked with talent. We built that Chelsea team, and we've now gone and built a West Ham team. And when other than probably Jude Bellingham and bringing in sort of Salah and Leao this year, you'd say we've done it on nowhere near the budget that we did with that Chelsea team. And the names, man for man, probably not as big as the players we brought in at Chelsea team, but the chemistry's there, the appetite's there, and today the quality's there. It's 3-0. We've got 15 minutes to go. Let's make some changes, shall we? Rafael, you can have a rest. Cherky can come on for you. And Dongo can come on at left back. Jude Bellingham can have a rest for Dewey. and I'll leave it at the 3. Let's try and see this. I mean, get one more. Why not, lads? Shoot for the stars. Wally Rabstein coming on from our first ever youth intake. This really is a kind of like bookend to this series. I mean, it would have been an absolutely dream final. Semi-final is just as good for me. That's 3-0 in the first leg. I'm not going to say there's a word that starts with B and ends with Ossel. I'm not going to say it, but I hope we don't do it. I mean, I said it'd been a while since he scored an episode. It's been over 10 hours of competitive football that he hadn't scored. And he's gone and rocked up and got a hat-trick. Unbelievable stuff from our big Italian striker. And that was enough for him to get a rest against Southampton, a game that we absolutely dominated. 6-1, despite going 1-0 down after 4 minutes. Mo Salah with a hat-trick. Leonardo getting a goal, not to be outdone by his mate. Ndongo got one, and then Gianluca just came at the end just to strike while the iron's hot, right? Why not? And hopefully that was the perfect way to warm up for the second leg of this Champions League semi-final. It's pretty much the same side. Gallagher and Paqueta come in the midfield. Milenkovic gets a start in the defence. But, I mean, we've built a squad here where I'm fairly comfortable changing in and out pretty much every position. I think if we were to continue into another season, I look at this squad, I don't know where we'd add to it. If I was doing a long-term save, obviously I'd spend all the money we've got on youngsters and just really build up a Wonder Kid factory. If I was just trying to, if we don't win this Champions League this year, if I was going for one more, I'd probably maybe go out and buy an absolute stonker of a keeper, but there's no real reason to. I think we've got a brilliant side. I might even just move, if I was to play on, just move on to yet another club. We've had 3 years at Chelsea, 3 years at West Ham. Would I just go on and be 3 years somewhere else? I don't know. Possibly. But I think... Oh, hang on. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah, who knows what the future holds for the next save. But I think it would be time to leave this universe. I will do a 5 years in the future video to see just how this West Ham team transform and grow without us. It would be quite funny if they went and got Pep Guardiola just because, he followed us into Chelsea. It would be quite funny to just have him following us around, a bit like Rafa Benitez following Mourinho around. Oscar McInerney gets in. Bowen, Rafa Leao. I mean, Rafa Leao has got the first goal in the away leg in both the previous rounds. Didn't think of that before we started, but he's in. He's on the pitch. He's got a chance to do it again. He'll need to improve on what we've done so far. Although, highlights-wise, it's been largely all us. Tomori now finds Paqueta. Skamaka's in. Oh, this time he can't. I mean, when you think of the goals he scored in the last leg, he's had a couple of sighters this leg. And, I mean, we're doing what we need to do, right? It's 3-0 on aggregate. They need to come at us. They haven't really come at us with anything. And we look like we're just going to see this out fairly comfortably. We've got half an hour or so to go. I'm going to make some changes just for the content because we do want to see goals. Who do we bring on? I think Mo Salah against one of his old clubs. Dewey's been pretty good for us. We'll bring him on as well. We'll leave Gianluca on. He got a hat-trick in the first leg. Sentiment and all that. Here we go, though. Chelsea. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mohamed Kua, our starting left-back, has gone and got himself a second yellow card in this game. That's something I probably should have spotted when I was making the changes, and as a result, he's gonna miss the final. It's gonna be heartbreaking for the youngster. His first season as a Hammer. He's played a lot more games than I think I envisioned him getting. And yeah, I mean, he would be absolutely heartbroken if we were to get there. There's still time, although with every chance that goes wide or over the bar, and with every minute that goes by, we're edging closer and closer, and we're defending better and better each time. I mean, Skamaka, that is why we love you. I mean, it didn't quite go out, but the effort was there. And we're just not quite at it with the press today. Kvaratskhelia got himself in behind. I mean, he probably should have squared that. But they've got a chance to come again. Alvarez, and he baby-legged it. He knows that in real life he signed for West Ham and he couldn't bear to be the one to start the crumble. I mean, they've had 6 shots on target now. So they've given it a good go. But we've marshalled this game almost to perfection, other than the red card. Raffley out. Mason Mount now getting in. Singo, even just... There's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, what a save that is. What a save that is. I don't normally do replays, so this might be a bit of a boo-boo. That's only 10 seconds. What has got... I think I've messed this up. I mean, I don't normally do highlights, but this save deserves another look. Look at this. Oh, he's clawed that off the goal line. Wow, what a save from Karnaseki. Let's go back live. I mean, oh, we've only gone and scored. Oh, how have I missed that? Can we get that back? What has happened here? Oh no, we've had one. We've absolutely had one. This is the build up to the save again. Alright, is this the replay of the goal? Dewey, Tamori and Dongo. Tamori again. Bellingham. Ben Johnson now. Looks for Salah down the right. Salah's in. Crosses for Skamaka. That is the goal. It was obviously checked for offside. Did kind of look offside on that replay. It was disallowed. So after all that, and it was disallowed anyway, feel like I've wasted my time. Feel like I've wasted your time. I mean, it was worth it for that save from Karnaseki. That was on Dongo. What are you doing, lad? We need you. You're guaranteed to start left back in the final if you just don't be a Dongo, really. Gavi's going to swing this in. It's surely the last action of this tie. And Dongo wins the header. And that is that. Here's the offside replay. He is a mile offside. Can't believe I wasted all that time going back. But there you have it, boys and girls. Champions League finalists. West Ham United. West Ham are massive. Everywhere they go. Where are we going for the final? We are going to the Puskás Arena in Hungary. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but it's got 85,000 people, or 85,000 capacity. It's a wonderful looking stadium, and I'm sure it will be a wonderful game against... Who are we playing? Oh, we're only playing Inter Milan. Oh, bloody bogey team. They always do us. Well, records are made to be broken, right? See you next week when we try and get that Champions League trophy.